Good morning, happy Friday. Amazon. Flash briefing.
Jamie, here's the latest from your flash briefing. In NPR News.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Windsor Johnston. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is meeting with top Israeli officials in Tel Aviv today as the country ramps up its military offensive in Gaza. Blinken once again reaffirmed U.S. support for Israel and underscored its right to defend itself against attacks from Hamas.
It can defend itself. It's got the most defense of any country.
Pre-October 7th status quo. That's unacceptable. It's not tolerable.
But the problem is when they're advancing and killing people, not their defense.
That means that the idea of
we got no
Hamas
problem with their defense
remaining responsible for governance, such as it was, posing an ongoing and enduring threat to Israel and its citizens, is unacceptable.
Blinken also said more needs
So
to be done
for
to
Israel
protect
to be
Palestinians
aggressively
stuck in
attacking
Gaza,
civilians,
adding that the U.S. continues to press Israel to minimize civilian casualties. The Israeli military has encircled Gaza City, separating its main urban center from the rest of the territory. NPR's Greg Myrie reports from Tel Aviv.
With its overwhelming firepower, Israel's infantry and armored vehicles have surrounded Gaza City. Hamas is fighting back, and Israel's military says it's waging face-to-face battles. Israel launched the ground operation a week ago in response to the Hamas attack on October 7th. It's increasingly clear Israel will focus its troops on northern Gaza in general and Gaza City in particular.
Israel has
repeatedly told Palestinian civilians to go to the southern part of the territory.
And then they bombed it.
Israel's military says more than 20 of its soldiers have been killed over the past week. Hamas has not announced casualty figures. Greg Myrie, NPR News, Tel Aviv.
Cornell University has canceled classes today after a student on campus was charged with making a series of violent anti-Semitic threats. NPR's Amy Held reports a number of universities in the United States have become fraught with tension amid the war in Israel.
I'm not Jewish, but I'm appalled and horrified at what I'm hearing.
Education Secretary Miguel Cardona visited Towson University outside Baltimore, where area students reported feeling isolated and threatened online and on campus because they are Jewish.
And I want to tell you directly, we've got your back, and we're not going to allow for that to happen.
Cardona says he's issuing a directive to schools with language around standing against anti-Semitism.
71%
The Anti-Defamation League says since the October 7th Hamas attacks on Israel that sparked the war, the U.S. has seen a near 400% spike in incidents targeting Jewish people compared to the year before. The Council on American Islamic Relations says Islamophobia has also been on the rise. Amy Held, NPR News.
This is NPR News in Washington. Uber and Lyft have agreed to pay more than $320 million to settle disputes over taxes and fees paid by drivers in New York. The ride-sharing companies have also agreed to provide drivers with paid sick leave and pay workers outside of New York at least $26 per hour. An investigation by the state's Attorney General's office found the companies withheld pay from their drivers and obstructed their access to benefits available under state labor laws. A victory parade's being held today to celebrate the Texas Rangers World Series championship. Becca Moore with member station KERA reports the festivities get underway at midday local time in Arlington.
The Rangers won the World Series after beating the Arizona Diamondbacks 5-0 in Game 5 of the series on Wednesday. To celebrate, Arlington, Texas is throwing a party 50 years in the making. That's when the Rangers relocated to the city, which is in the middle of Dallas and Fort Worth. A parade will shut down the city's entertainment district, followed by a public ceremony to honor the team outside Globe Life Field. At least 6 area school districts will be closed today, so students, staff, and their families can join in the fun. I'm Becca Moore in Dallas.
The union representing hotel workers in Las Vegas is threatening to go on strike. More than 30,000 members of the Culinary Workers Union are preparing to walk off the job as early as next week. Employees are demanding higher wages, better job protections, and improved working conditions. This is NPR News.
In NASA News. This vibrant Hubble Space Telescope image features the spiral galaxy NGC 1566, sometimes informally referred to as the Spanish Dancer Galaxy. Like the subject of another recent image, NGC 1566 is a weakly barred or intermediate spiral galaxy. This means that it does not have a clearly present or a clearly absent bar-shaped structure at its. The following is a statement from NASA Administrator Bill Nelson on the passing of former NASA astronaut Rear Admiral, retired Thomas T.K. Mattingly II. We lost one of our country's heroes on October 31st. NASA astronaut T.K. Mattingly was key to the success of our Apollo program, and his shining personality will ensure he. Crew time is a valuable resource on the International Space Station, and its value only increases for future space missions. One way to make the most of crew time is using robotic technology, either to assist crew members with various tasks and or to completely automate others. A current investigation on the space station, GEM. NASA's aeronautical innovators have completed a significant step in their pursuit of safer, more efficient aviation technologies that spot hazards before they occur. Through its system-wide safety project, NASA and its partners in government, industry, and academia are exploring new technologies and techniques to improve current aviation safety and potentially enable widespread use of new. On November 1st, NASA's Lucy spacecraft flew by not just its first asteroid, but its first two. The first images returned by Lucy reveal that the small main belt asteroid Dinkinesh is actually a binary pair. In weather. Currently, in Seattle it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect cloudy skies, with a high of 59 degrees and a low of 53 degrees.
Alright,
From
Amazon.
NASA.
Off.
This vibrant
Amazon.
Hubble Space Telescope.
Off. Amazon, tell us a joke. Tell us a joke.
Why did the pig cross the road? To say, wee, 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 all the way home.
That's not how that joke goes. Come on now. Alright, enjoy your weekend, everybody.